Welcome back to another episode of On a Mission. I'm your host, Dr. Wendy Norfleet with Norfleet Integrated Solutions. And it's my pleasure to have with me today Ashanti Jackson with 413 Training Academy. Welcome, Ashanti.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you coming. Yeah. And before we start talking about the company you started, let's talk a little bit about you. So tell us a little bit about Ashanti.
Okay. My name is Ashanti Jackson, and actually most recently had a beautiful baby boy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm married to an amazing husband. His name is Danny. But I am doing some great work in the community. I also worked in education for quite a while, but now I'm focusing more just on the nonprofit that I have and serving with.
Okay. And so this is the 413 Training Academy?
It is. It is a training academy.
Okay. Yes. So what do you train?
We primarily focus on basketball. So that is our primary focus. And I will say this, a lot of people don't know, I am a big sports fan. So when I say sports fan, I love all sports, but primarily my favorite sport is basketball. And so anyone who's been following, just my story, I actually played women's basketball in college. So the training academy that I have, people are like, you do business, you do the nonprofit work, but do you actually like basketball? And I'm like, I played in college. That was my passion. That's why one of the primary reasons why I went to school. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people kind of miss it. And when you talk sports, they may look like it's not as important, but children and adults, we learn so much from sports. We learn, teamwork. Absolutely. We learn leadership because we play different roles in sports. And so a lot of people don't understand it. And so how do you make that connection? Do you serve a certain population?
Yes, we do. So I started the organization a little bit after college. And so, like I said, I went to JU and I served the community for a couple of years, but I had a mentor who just saw me and said, hey, I think not only are you really great at basketball, but you should use that gift to serve the community and give back and really fill a need. And so when I realized, okay, I do have a gift, I want to use that gift, that's when I said, hey, there is a need for us as community leaders to come together and reach the young people, to reach the youth. In Jacksonville, there's so many needs. Think about, the violence that's going on. Think about them needing a positive space to be in a safe haven. And so when I realized that, and I just was, working a lot with the community, I said, hey, I have to start these youth camps. And so when I started the youth camps, I didn't know how successful it was going to be. I just knew I wanted to use my gift. I wanted to serve. I wanted to make a difference. And the first youth camp I did, it was really successful. The parents loved it. They were happy that, I did the camp. And that was a pretty much revelation to me that, hey, there is a huge need for the young people to reach them, to have passion, to love on them, to really just provide them a safe space where they want to grow and develop. And so that's the space that I'm working in currently. And like I said, I'm not the only one that's in this space.
We need so many more. And I tell people, one person's not going to fill the void.
Absolutely.
We need a lot to fill the void.
Absolutely. There is a huge gap. And that's why I love, my mom always told me this. I love this, what is it, quote, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And so I love that because it really is true. I mean, think about the young people. They're going to school every day, but they do need those after school programs and the nonprofits like myself and others that are doing great work. I will say there's a lot of other nonprofits that are doing great work in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, we have a lot. Believe me, some of them have been on the show and some of them I'm after to come on the show. So but there's a lot. And I think sometimes we forget because we look at our business and even like with mine, I know do a lot of stuff in the leadership and the training and development space, and people question me how do you work with them? I said, I work with them because there's enough work for all of us.
Absolutely. There is enough space for all of us. And I think there was a question that you had previously asked us that was, what makes you guys unique? And so really, like I said, there is enough space for all of us community leaders to come together. But I know for us, for Gameface 413, our approach is a little bit different. We're unique in that. We'll get to that in a minute, but our approach is a little different. But we definitely use sports and primarily basketball to draw the kids and to reach them in a unique way. So
so you reach them, and once you reach them, I know it's more than just basketball. So tell us a little bit about what else that you kind of cover as a part of this.
Absolutely. So it definitely is more than basketball.
I know.
And so I knew the angle and the approach that we wanted to do. And that's really one of the other reasons why I started the training academy and why I call it training academy, is because we have different angles. Our approach is a little different. We take it a little bit deeper, or maybe one step further. So we have our basketball training camps, which are awesome. They work on health because I talk to parents all the time, and they say, hey, like I need my child to get into a active program so they could work on just their health, their physical health. They need to get in shape. But we have a lot of new initiatives where we want to reach them academically, mentally, and we're going to use sports to do that, to make it fun. So, their retention rate, they can remember what they're learning. They actually like to do a lot of the new initiatives that we're going to put on the plate, starting, this fall and next year. But also we do mentorship workshops.
Okay.
And so a lot of people ask about that. We have, some kids that are in our program that maybe don't like basketball as much, but they just want to play and have a good time. But our mentorship programs are really good because they work on the young people's character development. And that's a really big...
that sometimes is just as important as the sports.
Yes, absolutely, Wendy. Like it's... working in the school system for so long, I enjoyed it, but I've worked with kids firsthand in certain communities. And it could be in all communities, but certain communities we reach, that character development is, it should be one of the primary focuses.
Well, and a lot of times when you look at those communities, sometimes they don't have a stable environment. I sat on the board for PACE for a while, and the girls, they come from different homes and different, and I'm not saying they don't have people that love them there, but sometimes they don't have a stable environment. And so therefore, when you're worried about where you're going to stay or how to eat, you really are not worried about your character. And so therefore, trying to help them develop that is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, like I said, that character development, because, so I tell our young people all the time, and one of the things that I do, I really enjoy is being hands-on with the kids in our organization. I actually coach. Like I said, I do the business side. I'm the founder and things like that. But I actually am hands-on with a lot of the kids there. And one of the things I tell kids, I said the percentage of, well, I might not say this to them, but I'm like, we say the percentage of you guys going to the NBA or WNBA is very, very slim.
Right. Everybody thinks they're going to be the next star, right?
Everyone thinks they're trying to shoot up threes and be the next Michael Jordan. And, I say, hey, look, I never want to diminish dreams.
Right.
I want to tell people, dream big, go for the stars.
Right.
But
have a plan.
Have a backup plan.
Have a backup plan.
Have a backup plan.
Yes.
You have to have more. I think my parents really instilled this in me. You have to have more than just a one-dimensional plan.
Right.
You have to have a
Don't
backup
put all your
plan.
eggs in one basket.
Put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
So it's good to put some eggs in the physical training and basketball. Like I said, they love it.
Right.
But again, like you want to work on that character development, because if they don't get the scholarship, if they don't go to the WNBA or NBA, at least they're left with something that is valuable.
Right.
And that's
that they can take and move forward.
They can take and move forward.
Wow.
And that's one of the things that they, the benefits of, coming through our program is that they are multidimensional when they leave our program, not just basketball, but also mentally, academically, character development, those things.
So is the program run all year?
It does run all year.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that it's not a year program, but it's more like you come in for, like you have the camp for certain times and they sign up for it. Okay.
Absolutely. So right now, again, there's a big need and we're growing. I started the organization as an official nonprofit 2018. And so we are I would say we're new to the nonprofit
You are.
space.
For a nonprofit, you are.
Okay, so I feel good about myself. Thank you. That was great encouragement.
But you're doing good, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So the 2008, we founded ourselves because we knew we need to get funding, we need to get, board and all those different things. But I will say, particularly that we do year-round camp. So it's monthly, and then we want to add some new initiatives to the table as well. But we are consistently year-round.
All right. So let me ask you something. First of all, I want to thank you for coming on.
Yes.
But what if someone wants to reach out to you, whether to support you or to learn more about the camp? How do they contact you?
Absolutely. Okay. So they can, we're pretty much on all social media websites.
Okay.
So we have our own website.
Is it 413
Yep,
Training Academy?
www.gameface413.org.
Gameface 413. Okay.
Gameface413.org. And if you don't mind, I want to tell a quick story about the
Sure.
Gameface. But and then we are on all social media sites: Instagram, Facebook, and you know, anyone can email. If anyone wants to get involved with volunteering, partnering, anything like that, they can just contact the email that I have and just look on the website. So.
Okay. All right. So tell me about the name really quick.
Okay, so really quick, the Gameface, why we started it is when I was younger, I played basketball, like I said, and my mom used to tell me all the time, you know, Ashanti, put your game face on, because I was very, very competitive. And so that right there was the seed that was planted in my heart at a young age, to really go out with confidence, have a mindset to conquer not just the world, but any obstacles. And so in our organization, our approach is a little unique because we instill that in confidence in the young people. And then I also love the scripture. I always share this, if you don't mind, the 4:13. I can do all things through Christ. That's
awesome.
my
Yes.
foundational scripture, and I'm just grateful and blessed just to be here.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Wendy, and thank you. It was so great to meet you. I've always wanted to meet you, and you're doing great work.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of On a Mission. To learn more about Ashanti Jackson and Gameface 413 Training Academy, please go to iwannabuzz.com, and we'll see you next time on Buzz TV.